welcome back. So I want to get into grids and spacing. Now, this is very important because it dictates how we space elements out, how we choose like different unit sizes. And what I've done here is I've used the 4 pixel grid and I'm using multiples of 8. So let's get right into it. So I've created different grids here. We've created them together in the past. And my mobile layout grid is just a regular 8-column grid. And let's take a look at what it looks like when we go to edit the styles. So we have an 8 count in terms of our columns. And I like using an 8-column grid just because on mobile, it gives us a lot of variance in terms of how we like display cards. Especially our application, I think it's really card heavy. So we have different variants in terms of like larger cards, cards that bleed off in terms of horizontal fashion. We have cards that stack upon each other. This allows us to do 2 columns in terms of cards and a column, a larger column, and then something that bleeds off, which you'll see later. This is how I've set it up. Color, I just kind of use the standard color. I have an 8 count, type to stretch. Margin is set to 24 pixels. And my gutter is 16. So my margin over here is at 24 pixels, which is another multiple of 8. My gutter is 16, which is another multiple of 8. If we move over, I've created just a baseline grid. If you wanted to use that as well within your projects, you have the option to. This really helps just if you want to space things vertically. You don't have to necessarily use this just within the entire mobile screen. If you hover I'll show you how I would apply it sometimes. So if I've created a frame, maybe this is a card, and I go to my layout grid styles, which is right there. I can just apply it to a card, and now I have a different way to track my vertical spacing within this card. So there's another one. This is an 8 pixel grid. Let me just change the naming to 8 pixels. So we have our 8 pixel grid, which is just a little bit larger. I prefer 4 pixel grids because, there's a lot more variance within that. It gives you a lot more to work with. This is more of a preference thing. So still 8 pixel grid. We also have the 4 pixel grid combined with the mobile layout grid that we've created here. And I've done the same thing also for an Apex baseline grid. So these are the baseline grids and the layout grids combined, and I'll show you what that looks like. So this is my style. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select this little icon here that says edit style. And once I've done that, you can see what I have here. So if I go to edit the properties, let's see, those are my rows. My rows is my baseline grid. And I have them set to auto count, type right from the top. I've changed the color just so I have a little bit more hierarchy within here so I can distinguish between both of them. I have a 4 pixel height. I have 0 offset and a 4 pixel gutter. So that is how I've set up my spacing for this project. And like I said, this could change if this is a mobile app and, if we were working in a responsive application, we may see many more variations. We may see like a desktop version. We'll probably see a tablet version. We'll probably see even an extra large desktop version. So keep that in mind. Don't just stick to one grid. You'll probably have variance if you have a responsive system. But this is going to really be what you base everything off of. You have your grid here and your spacing is based off of 8 pixels and increments of that. So this is grids and spacing.